Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome once again, viewers, to my channel. Hope you are all keeping well. Those of you that have subscribed, welcome back. Keep watching. Those of you that are new, you are most welcome. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share my videos. We're going to carry on with our journey around the centre of Halifax. So this is where we left off. So if I start on here, so straight across, I described that as Commercial Street before. It's not. It starts off as a different name. I think it's called Waterhouse Street. So those streets that I've done previously, one of my students from a long time ago described them as the horizontal streets. So we had the Commercial Street and going on to Union Street there, then in between of course we had Market Street going on to Ward Street. Then there is this street, as I say, called starts off as Waterhouse Street and then onto Commercial Street, and then at the end it's Cowgate and Bull Green. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up there and then come down one of the streets and then back to here. So our starting point again, once again, the magnificent town hall. So it might take me a while to cross the road, and I'll keep panning across to show you how busy it is. Surprisingly busy for, you know, well, it's almost the end of the week, but quite a lot of traffic. So I'm gonna have to pan around. I don't know, recognize some of the buildings there, Laura Mitchell, and I've seen those before. So this street, as I say, it's called Broad Street, and we're going to go to the top of this and then back down again on the various streets. So the traffic lights here have changed, so I'm gonna have to pan down there. So the bus station down there, and on the corner there used to be a council building but now a restaurant. So I am now safely across. I have been down the other side, of course, where the Mecca is, and as I say, in my days used to be the Odeon. So on to Waterhouse Street. As I say, it starts off with some very much older buildings, and then you get the more 20th century buildings. So I think no doubt these started off as some sort of cottages. Okay, so if we get across, I'll pan back again. Very, very period buildings, no doubt 16th, 17th century, and then of course the newer buildings further along. So as I say, this street is called Waterhouse Street, and then it becomes Commercial Street on the other side. Walking further up Broad Street. I think I've described that building in my previous video. That is now a job centre building. It used to be Works and Pensions, and of course next to that on the other side on St James's Road, the Ebenezer Church. Okay, so I'm coming to the top of Broad Street. There's a few nice restaurants here, and of course if you want tattoos doing, Sins and Needles is your place. So they do body tattoos, etc. And like I said, these are the restaurants. A Thai restaurant. Okay, so I was here in the previous video, and up there of course is Helen Lane, taking you out of the town centre onto the population. So I'm going to go this way and then walk right down to Market Street and back to where we were. So this street is called Crown Street, and once again it's full of character and lots of wonderful Victorian architecture. So it's always been used as either offices or I remember a lot smaller retail shops around here. So in between these are of course lots of restaurants and other places. So on the corner there, I don't know what it's used for, but in my time it used to be a TSB. So this is a good one. I think I'll go on the other side to show the architecture of this one. So on here there's an Italian restaurant that you could visit. Okay, so Sportsman's Hotel, unfortunately closed down, but a wonderful Victorian building. And then of course you've got the NatWest building on the other side. So the street ahead of us is called Crown Street. So I have gone past it when I described Commercial Street, which is this street going along. So I think I have described this before, where you've got Commercial Street on that side, and that's where we come from on the other side there, from Waterhouse Street. So I'm going to go down Crown Street on this side. So lots of traditional Victorian buildings on this side to be admired. A lot of change of use. I remember different people around here, but so charity shops. H. Samuel has been around for a long time. Of course, a few restaurants. I guess if I stand here and you can admire the architecture once more. Oh, there's a date up there. I don't know whether they can. No, I can't make it out. I think it's 1897 or something. I can't make it out. Okay, so unfortunately a lot of shops closed. So due to us being in Tier 3, there's a nice restaurant there, Frangano's grill place. Okay, so we are coming back to the centre, if you remember, with the McDonald's building there and the corn market there, and of course the main borough market was on the other side. So if you remember in my earlier videos I showed you this side of it, so we'll concentrate on this side. And this is of course where the arches to the borough market start as well, so I don't think I've shown the top of this building really. It's magnificent architecture. So avoid these vehicles here. Okay, so heading back towards Market Street. So as I say, if you can look on there, that's the arches to the Borough Market. So this is the corn market, and at the back is what we call the main market, which contains the Borough Market. Okay, I am now back onto Market Street, and on this side we have Trinity Academy. So I'm just going to go around here and not far back to our starting point. So it's beginning to look a bit more tidier now. Last time there was more building work. I'm going to go on the other side so that we can see the buildings on this side. Okay, I have been here before, but I concentrated on the main street on the other side. Okay, so Trinity Academy on this side, and there's going to be some retail units on the other side. So coming back to points that I've described earlier, ahead of us, of course, Crossley Street, named after the famous carpet manufacturers. So it takes us back to a corner of Broad Street and this Market Street. So ahead of you, you can see some of the attractions of Broad Street. So we see Percy Shaw in front of us, and of course on this side is the Halifax bus station. So I'll keep focusing on the other side. Ahead of you, what you see is the carriageway. That of course takes us, that's the starting point, and then that takes you right across the town towards the other villages and Lancashire. So I have described this building before. It used to be a car park, but now got built into a complex of flats and some retail units on the outside. On that side, that used to be council buildings, but now has been turned into some retail units. Traffic light has changed, so I'll go to the end here and pan that way once more. So over there is Winding Road, and then after that we go out of the town towards Move Town and other areas. So we are almost back to where we were. So nice. This is a really nice big restaurant. Obviously they do takeaways now, but when it is full, it is a very nice restaurant. Okay, so lots of different things within the Broad Street Plaza. So most of this is of course council, with the town hall on the other side. So this street is called Town Hall Street. Now, that is the east, perhaps this is the west. So I am going to try and cross the road again once I get to the top, and that is another small walk which I hope you have enjoyed. Okay, I can cross now actually. Okay, so these flats date back from the 60s and thankfully have survived and provided accommodation for many needy people, whereas others like them in, outer-lying areas have not survived and been demolished. So I'll pan once more to my favourite building, which is the Town Hall. As I keep saying, designed by the same architect, Sir Charles Barry, who designed the Houses of Commons. Okay, viewers, that brings us to the end of our journey. I hope you gained something from it, and for those of you that have moved away from the area, I hope it was something of a nostalgia journey. Until the next time, please look after yourselves, take care of those in your care. Okay, and it's goodbye till the next time. Allah Hafiz, अपना ख्याल रखिए, दूसरों का भी ख्याल रखिए, खुदा हाफिज.